Hey everyone, Codith here. This is my Burning Hydra Sorcerer build for Diablo 4 Season 9. I'm just going to show you a little bit how the damage looks here on these boss training dummies. We are on Torment 4, by the way. And yeah, you can see the Hydra's going. We've got our Spirit Wolves going, and we got Subo going. Look at that. Pretty fun, pretty fun. But anyways, let's go over the details here. Starting with the skills, we have Teleport, Ice Armor, Firewall, Hydra, Firebolt, and Inferno. For our enchantments, we have Familiar Enchantment, so whenever we summon a Conjuration, so our Hydras, will summon, or a chance to summon, a Familiar, which will also give us a damage boost. And then Teleport Enchant, this is great for mobility. Skill tree, try to go over this quickly here. We just have 1 point into Firebolt, going into Enhanced and into Glinting. This is just more so like a damage boost, essentially. We can cast this every 3 seconds to increase our burning damage dealt, because this build is a burning focused build. Coming up to this next tree here, I have 1 point into Devastation, and then 3 points into Elemental Dominance. This increases our core skill damage. Next part here, on defensive skills, we have 1 rank into Teleport, Enhanced, and Shimmering for that 30% damage reduction. Max out Glass Cannon with 3 ranks. This increases our damage. 1 rank into Ice Armor, Enhanced, and to Shimmering. With the amount of mana we're spending, Ice Armor is like pretty much always off cooldown. You'll see that later. Skipping everything else there, we're going straight over on the next tree to Hydra. We max this out. Put 1 point into Enhanced and Roaring. This is where burning damage comes from. If you wanted to do like an on-hit variant, you'd go to Invoked instead, but we're doing Burning here, so Roaring it is. And next up, we have 1 point into Align the Elements, so we can get 3 into Protection, so we can get some extra barrier here. Coming up this way, max out your Primordial Binding. This gives us damage, movement speed, and mana regen. That mana regen is going to be extremely important too for casting your Hydras. We got 3 ranks into Mana Shield. This gives us extra damage reduction. 1 rank into Familiar, Enhanced, and Invoked. That's where that extra multiplicative damage boost comes from. This is why we take it for one of our enchantments. And coming down over here, we've got 3 ranks into Inner Flames, increased damage while healthy. It's like, why not take that? We put 1 rank into Firewall and then 1 into Enhanced. I didn't go further than that. I didn't feel the need to. Yeah, it feels like this was good enough for me. Coming down to this last part here, we have Permafrost. Increases our damage as long as Ice Armor is on our skill bar. It's a Frost skill. 3 ranks into Icy Touch. Increased damage to vulnerable enemies. 3 ranks into Hoarfrost. So those Spirit Wolves that we have, those are causing Chill and Freeze. So that's where that's coming from, why we're taking that. We're maxing out Inferno here to lower the cooldown. Also, this pulls them into the center, increases our Pyromancy damage. Very nice to have. Yeah, there's that pull right there in Prime, and then Supreme, that's where that damage increase comes from. And then coming from this side here, we have Endless Pyre. We max this out. This increases our burning damage. 1 point into Warmth. That just gives us like an extra heal, a little bit more survivability. So we can get 3 points into Soulfire here. Force that more increased damage, especially while standing still. 3 ranks into Elemental Synergies. This also is like a damage multiplier as well on your elements. 3 ranks into Evocation. That gives us cooldown reduction. And lastly, our key passive, which is Combustion. That gives us a nice damage multiplier for our burning effects. Let's go over to the Paragon. I'll go over this really briefly here. So our first board, we are taking Elementalist. Coming up to the next board, this is the Burning Instinct board. We're taking this with Flame Feeder. Going over to the left, we have Enchantment Master. This is the Enchantment Master board, and we're taking Pyromaniac. Next up, we have this one up here, Fundamental Release, and we took Torch here, increased burning damage. And then lastly, our final board, we have Elemental Summoner, and we took Tactician for the Glyph. This is also on the Mobalytics link down below. I'll pull that up for you guys. Yeah, if you want to check out the Mobalytics link at your leisure, it's all there, all up to date. Yeah, there you go. It's all here. I put it up to 250 points too. So yeah, skill trees there, science skills, the gear and the stats, the masterworks, all should be there. Anyway, let's get back to this. So let's go over the Mercenaries. We're taking Subo. We're going straight down this side over here. into Molotov, Scorched Earth for that increased damage over time, Snipe, and then Incendiary Bolt for that extra Molotov, increase that damage over time. For our reinforcement, we have Variana, and of course we have Bloodthirst for that increased attack speed. It's always really nice to have. I have it on Hydra currently. Okay, well, let's go over the gear. So I have a gear set. I have two versions of this build. I have one with mythics and one without. This is the mythics I would recommend using with this. But yeah, starting from the top, we have Shaco, Harlequin Crest. You want to triple crit your cooldown reductions. Very nice. I'm using Igni and Ohm for this, so that that Ohm rune is giving us that war cry from the Barbarian. That's like another damage multiplier. Next up, we have Shroud. I triple crit the all stats here. This is really great because of the implicit +1 to all passives. It's just such a nice mythic to have. For the gloves, I have Battlecasters here. This increases our, or it's a lucky hit chance to increase our conjuration skill ranks. It's very nice. These gloves, I'm still looking for better ones, as you can see. Yeah, I'm trying to triple crit the core skills. Fortified, this was pretty much bricked, so I'm still looking for a better pair. But I'm looking for Firewall Size. I'm going to try to do that instead of Fortify. Axial Conduit, these pants, you definitely want these. You want to triple crit your resource generation maximum. That's like the key stat on these pants right here. Next up is Flicker Step. This is really good because when you evade through enemies, you reduce your ultimate cooldown by up to 4 seconds. So at some point, you're going to just be like spamming your ultimate like back to back. It's really nice to have this. And also the attacks reduce evades cooldown is really nice too. It's 2.5 seconds and you get extra movement speed. Not that you really need it with your primordial bindings. Next up is Serpentine. This is one of the main aspects that ties this build all in together. So Hydra deals increased damage per mana you had when summoned. Casting Hydra consumes all of your mana. So this is why you want really high, like a really big mana pool, as well as fast like regen, like really high regen. So that's why you want these pants right here. Oh, and I forgot to touch on the runes. So we're taking Nagu and Se. As you can see here, I'm not doing anything, and these wolves are just constantly spawning. I'm not doing anything at all. All you'll have to do when you go to a new zone, you can cast Hydra one time. Like 1 or 2 wolves will spawn, then they'll keep like spawning on top of each other. Because what this does, Nagu, you maintain at least 1 summon for 5 seconds, and then you'll gain Offering. And once you have enough Offering, you'll summon a wolf. So this just is like a cycle, you know? Just keeps cycling on top of itself. So you end up with so many wolves. It's really cool. And then of course we have our topazes here for intelligence. And then we have these amethysts for damage over time. Next up, this amulet here, Ophidian Iris. This is the main damage dealer for this build. Once you get this, you're taking off. This is really nice to have. It makes your Hydras do AoE damage. They're a lot bigger, and they deal increased damage as well. For the gem, I don't remember I gotta see what the names are. I don't remember the names off the top of my head. But this is the increased summon size one. It is right here, a Rivery Horn. We have Rivery Horn here on this one. Yeah, whenever you kill or injure an enemy, your summons are empowered, growing larger and dealing increased damage. And then next up we have Talrashas. We got a pretty decent one here from the escalating dungeons this season. It's very nice. This is just really, it's a good damage multiplier here, as well as you get cooldown reduction. You want to triple crit that cooldown reduction. And then for this, I would triple crit your primordial binding. Oh, and then for, yeah, your wand, of course, go back to this. Triple crit your Hydra heads, because each extra head is going to give you like an additional damage multiplier due to this. Next up, we have our Ring of Starlit Skies. This one has core skills on it. You want to triple crit your core skills, but this is like another damage multiplier. You'll see here as I spam these firewalls. See that little ring right there? There you go. We're at 5 stacks, maxed out on that. So that's from our Starless Skies right there. And then lastly, we have a Focus. This one has Engulfing Flames on it. This is a damage multiplier for our burning damage. I've been experimenting with this. It's been pretty fun for me. I'm trying to triple crit Hydra heads on this as well. I have this as like a temporary I'm going to be switching over to. But I got that for now. And that is pretty much our gear. Lastly, let's go over these season powers. Season powers, we have Smoldering Ember. We have Frigid Heart. This just gives us like an extra freeze. This helps us with our Hoarfrost to deal extra damage to chilled or frozen enemies. Right here. Next up, we have Bloody Charm. This gives us an Execute against non-boss enemies, very useful to have. And then lastly, we have our reactive ooze. This increases our resource gen, very nice to have that too. Oh, and then we're also taking Celestial Surge. I chose Celestial Surge because later on in the pit tiers, and then in general, it whenever we cast it, it groups in the monsters together. So since we're not using raiment or anything to pull them in, aside from like Inferno, this is just like an extra thing to help clean it up and pull them in. It's a really fun thing to have. So you get like little stars right there. See, there it is right there. Looks pretty cool, right? But yeah, this build is fully capable of doing anything in Torment 4. I just did Pit 100. I could definitely go higher than that, but if you know me, I don't really care too much for pushing really high in the pit because it ends up being just like a damage sponge. But here, let's just go over the kind of the rotation here. I would normally start off with my Firebolt for fighting a boss, and then spam my Flame Wall, because you can stack these. You want to prioritize stacking your Flame Wall. Okay, then you cast your Inferno, cast your Hydra, wait for your mana to be back to cast the second Hydra, because you want to cast those at full mana to take advantage of it. And then you just be like spammy Sammy with your Hydra, get some teleports in there to lower the cooldown of your ultimate. See, look how fast that's getting off cooldown. We're just like spamming it almost. That's pretty much how the damage rotation looks like though. But yeah, we've been carrying Lilith, we do Belial runs. I haven't carried anyone in the pit like at 100 yet. I just did that solo today, but yeah, glyphs aren't even maxed yet. As you can see, I didn't have like full masterworks yet. We got some good gear, but still working on it, still a work in progress. But this is my Burning Hydra build. And yeah, if you guys want to see some pit gameplay, stick around. And there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a fun time making it. I also have a Hydra leveling build if you want to use that to transition to this later. It's very useful. Don't have to change like too much stuff around at all. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe. I will see you guys around. Take care. Peace.